Yo!
Hey, bro!
Hey, Doug! 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shape My Line. This is the trail building series where you get to vote on the features that I built on this trail behind me. Here's the plan for today. In the last episode, I got this landing I'm standing on right here punched out, and the berm, the catcher berm after it. I'm out here alone to start the day off. So what I'm gonna do is just scrape this all, rake it out, pack it really nice, and get this whole section here, landing to berm, all dialed in. So that's gonna be really cool. And then after that, I'm hoping to get some help later in the day, and I'll be able to carry those big stringers for the bridge. If you look over here right behind me, you'll see there is the big empty space here. This is where I'm gonna lay down the two big stringers that'll be the base of the bridge. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna need center supports yet, but when I get help later today, we'll carry those over there because it's at least a two-person job. And then we'll kind of eye it up, figure it out, and then I'll kind of assess from there and decide if I'm going wood or cedar. I'm leaning towards, or not wood or cedar, dirt top or cedar. I know majority of you want to see a cedar topped bridge, but it might be a lot better, a lot more practical to do a dirt top because the transition here's a little abrupt. I want to keep that bridge high, and I want like I want to use like my dirt skills to really carve this out and give it a really nice transition, and then build up this takeoff behind me even more. I think that's gonna be really sick. I mean, that's kind of the idea, is to keep everything getting taller and steeper, really nice, fast, whippy transitions. That's the general plan for today. Let's start off with this landing right here. That was some super solid progress. I am so excited now. Here's my bridge. I'm pretty proud of it. This is the first bridge I've kind of built and engineered and designed all by myself. I've learned a lot from my friend Chris, but honestly, like, woodwork is not where I'm comfortable. So I was a bit nervous making this. I think it's really good though. Here's a few things that I did to really make it more solid and dialed. So I didn't think at first it would need extra supports underneath, but I ended up doing that just because there was a little bit of flex. So what I did is I buried in some posts. I buried them in rock here. If you can even see, it's really dark on the GoPro here. But yeah, they're buried in rock, and then they're really in there. There's a couple spikes in each one. So I have that on each side. Not cross braced yet, might not need it. I don't know, I might do that later. And then we have like solid rounds, and luckily I didn't have to kill any trees to make this bridge. There was lots of fresh deadfall to work with. So I got like super nice rounds. They're all about 4 feet wide or so, maybe a bit more, because this bridge here feels around 4 feet-ish with the dirt. And then what I did to frame it in is I took some smaller pieces of like pretty fresh wood off a little tree over there, and I ended up just framing in the edges, using the outside edge as a thicker piece, because what I want to do is build up this side higher so the whole thing is banked a bit and will line you up for that takeoff super well. So I'm stoked on that. I put rocks on the edges so dirt can't leak out, and it also makes these side braces a lot more solid. And then just did a quick layer of sandy dirt on top to let it settle in, and I'll get to this later on the rest of it. It's going to be a lot of dirt work to get the run in and run out really dialed in and shaped up. This whole ground's gonna have to raise up, which means this lip is gonna shrink a bit, so I'll probably have to build it up, but it's looking a little short to me anyways, so I don't mind. And yeah, this is looking so sick. Let's go take a look at the run out. This landing back here, transitioning into this berm, is looking so sick. I'm so excited. If you remember in the last episode, I was a little concerned about the tight radius of it, but what we did was extend it longer. So we piled up dirt for like another 3 feet or so off the very end here, had it slowly taper out less steep, and then kept the apex of it nice and tall. So the highest point of it is right before this tree here, and the dirt is built up nice and high right near the tree. It's all slat packed, it's all ready to go. It's looking really sick, and it's gonna line you up for a really nice little speed gap step down behind me here. So you'll come straight through, and then it'll set you up for a really sick setup. And then the forest just opens up. We're gonna cross the gully one more time, but this time we're gonna air over it. And there's like 5 or 6, there's a lot of different things we could do here. So in the next episode, I'll have you guys vote on that feature, but stay tuned for everything up here, because my goal for the next video is to get this dialed in and then test out the next jump. Let's jump into the riding portion of the episode now. I'm gonna try a different GoPro setup than usual. I'm gonna shoot this one on the Hero 10 with the max lens. The firmware for the max lens was recently updated, and I haven't tried that setup yet, and I'm really curious to see how it looks. I'm gonna shoot it raw in like, well, not raw, but in flat color, native white balance, low sharpness, and then I'm gonna color grade it. I'm gonna see like what the capability of the Hero 10 is like for color grading, and I'm really stoked to see what this wide lens looks like. All right, let's check it out. Getting hungry. I'm not digging and riding. Okay, some really fun corners up here to slash on your way down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so sick. What did you guys think of that footage? To me, it's still not quite as stable as the Max. I think that is still the champion camera for me in terms of POV footage off the chest. It might look really cool on the chin mount. I'll try that again for another video. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys so much, and I would be stoked to feature everyone who submits their content to the end of these videos. So if you want to see yourself at the end of the videos, go to the link in the description here, join that group folder, upload your content so I can download it and throw you at the end of the videos. Here are the latest ones from the last few days. Thanks so much, you guys. See you later.
Yeah, Caesar.